Hi, I'm Ryan, and I'm an intern at JP Graphics, and I'm here to introduce.
My name is David McClintock. Been with JP for 15 years, and I'm the pre-press manager.
Wow, all right. So I understand that you're the manager of prepress and the heart and soul of JP Graphics. So if you don't mind me asking, what's the difference between digital and offset printing?
So digital goes to mostly toner-based printers. It's all composite PDF based, and offset's ink based, and we have to make plates and just a lot more process. Usually with offset, it's bigger runs and more time-consuming jobs.
All right, I see. And I'd also like to ask you, how does jobs for different machines dictate how you set up the job?
It depends on the run length, the kind of ink we're using, because offset is PMS. You know, we do a lot of PMS work for offset. Digital is all 4-color. Now we have gold, silver for digital, but it depends on the run length and the stock of it is, if it's going to dry, how long it'll take to dry, and just everything comes into play with that.
All right. And the last thing I'd like to ask, if you don't mind, is could you explain a little bit about the DFE, because Mr. Julio mentioned in a last interview, and I was wondering.
The DFE is just basically a server that controls the HP. There's an application called Streamline which rips for the HP, sets it up. We use preps, we use a codec interface for that, but the DFE is just basically that machine over there. Look at that, and it controls everything that goes to the HP. It rips it to what it needs to be. So we send a PDF down to the DFE, and it rips it to, I believe, a JLT file. And that is what controls on the HP. It's what the HP sees to get everything printed.
All right. So if you don't mind showing us a little demonstration to send one of the jobs over to a machine.
You want to send to the HP or to the Zünd?
To the Zünd, please.
Okay, so this is a typical box right here that we have to create these die lines. We have to name the die lines in perfect separations of through cut, which is a magenta, and a crease. So we have to separate the die lines, control the bleeds, and do all that. Then we have to lay the file out to go 2 up on the Zünd, which you can see here. This is my layout. So obviously all your creases and everything like that is in there. All your layers, your kiss cut, your crease. There's your cut lines, there's your crease lines. So this is the final product of what we have. So when it comes off the Xerox, digital, even on the presses, we can put zoom marks like that one over there. We take it to the Zünd will read these 3 dots, and it'll correspond the job with this, and it'll cut exactly where I place the lines. So if we want, we can go to the Zünd and we can go check that out and actually cut one for you guys.
All right, yes, please. So here we have Joe. He's here to show us how to work the Zünd machine. Joe, if you'd like to help us out here.
Yeah, this is a Zünd digital cutter. We can cut prototypes and samples or do actual production runs on this. This machine, once we got it, it's a game changer. I mean, the amount of stuff that it can do and what it can do for us to up our game is incredible.
So if you'd like to show us a little rundown on how you work this machine, please.
All right, so this one is set up to just do a basic cut and score for a box prototype. It's all set up. It's set on a sheet feeder mode, so it's just going to feed copies through here. And it's on an auto feed, so it'll actually pick up the sheet with vacuums, load it onto the feed table, advance it. I'll find the targets to find the registration on the sheet, and then I'll press go and it'll start scoring first and then cutting second. Moving forward. I'm going to key up the black registration targets here, enter, and away it goes. So it's scoring the sheet first. It'll go through both. This is running 2 up. It's a box. It'll score it first and then come through and do the final cut. About 31 seconds left. So as this finishes cutting, it's starting to advance the next sheet, picking it up behind. So as this one finishes, the next one just goes in line to start cutting and scoring. See, I'll rip away the excess paper. And what we have here is the box, or the makings of a box.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Joe, for showing us this machine.